1930s, American ingenuity and their love affair with the automobile inevitably led to the first drive-in theater. Excitement ran high as pajama-clad kids were packed into the family car, along with homemade snacks, grandma and grandpa, and even the family dog, all anxious to watch the double feature at the local drive-in. But it wasn't until the 1950s that the drive-in was reinvented as a teenage hangout and parent-free passion pit. This teen takeover occurred when bored high schoolers were looking to escape their square parents on Friday and Saturday nights. The former family-friendly drive-in theaters were losing their audiences to the newfangled television set and welcomed the teen market with open arms and wallets. The drive-in became the salvation for independent movie producers.
Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family, bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all.
Make 'em fast, make 'em cheap, and make 'em fun. That became the motto of low-budget movie makers such as AIP's Sam Arkoff, who realized the viability of the teen market and produced a series of low-budget monster flicks for the open-air theaters. He became the first person to exploit today's most treasured demographic, teenagers with money.
I was a picture buff, and I used to get 25 to 50 people, kids, in to see the pictures to judge what they liked. And I realized that there really were no teenage pictures being made. Not that the teenagers wanted.
See the world that the child in each of us knows. See a baby doll take a bubble bath in a coffee can.
Violence and terror are their weapons. Relentless, ruthless.
Although the black and white horrors of the 1930s were now making their home on televisions across the land, a small British film production company would reanimate Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, and the Wolfman, raising them from the grave of apathy by using Technicolor, classically trained actors, outstanding set and costume design, and inspiring music. But perhaps the smartest move was appealing to the teenage boys in the audience by adding flowing red blood and plenty of heaving bosoms as our favorite monsters of mayhem rampaged through the British Isles. That small British film company would become known as Hammer, the studio that dripped blood.
They brought back the famous monsters, the classic monsters. They hadn't been any for a while from the 50s. They all changed to the big bugs and the giant monsters. Hammer brought back the Frankenstein, the Mummy, the classics in color, which I think a lot of fans were waiting for.
You had splashes of blood or brains in jars and eyeballs, and that thing was in the context of that time period was extremely shocking, extremely daring.
The Italian filmmakers and other foreign filmmakers, and also here in America as well, but they saw what Hammer had brought to the table, which was a lot more flesh, a lot more blood. We had a lot more plunging necklines. We had a lot more just upfront gore. And suddenly it was like, okay, you know, the gloves are off, and it kind of just gave the horror industry the shot in the arm that it really needed.